now, and it's just, there's so much skill on this stage. I mean, this is like awesome.
Oh, yes, absolutely, I agree. And here we are, the 3 maps that we're going to have for this best of 3 final. Twisted Meadows, Terranistan, and Echo Isles.
Yeah, the first map is going to be Twisted Meadows. We already have the players in our lobby. Moon is ready. He seems poised to take this. He wants to finally take a WCG. Though on the other hand, he played such great games, and he could definitely be the victor. And that would be great for China. If they are finishing this era of Warcraft 3 with a Chinese winner, that would be amazing for them.
That would be a great finish.
The Chinese champion here. But then you have Moon, and I still remember back in 2008, the WCG fans bet in Germany when Grubby won against Moon, and the commentators were basically crying when Moon was defeated by Grubby. The player from the Netherlands was successful, but now we're going into game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Here, the WCG 2013. There's Thu once again, getting rid of his jacket. It's really getting hot in here.
And he is also a random user. He's been famous for using random. He's very skilled in all races. And yeah, but most definitely choosing human as his main race.
Yeah, I would be very surprised to not see him do that, even though he's still random in the lobby right now.
Oh, that would be a treat if we actually saw a random as in the finals of the last Warcraft 3 WCG.
That would be pretty amazing. If you would actually go for it, that would be legendary.
I would love that so much.
It is a best of 3, keep that in mind, so we are not seeing a best of 5 here, and I really hope that this is going to go all the distance. I want to see all the 3 maps between them.
I could see, I would like to see a best of 11, to be honest.
And that trophy, I mean, that is so epic.
That's probably the best prize you could ever take home.
I just want to jump down and grab that sword hill and raise that trophy, and one of the players is going to do it later. Actually, that thing looks so massive, I think both of them might struggle with it a little bit.
I'm actually looking forward to seeing that, see who can actually lift the trophy.
Yeah, this thing is huge, and it just looks so solid. I think that it weighs a ton. That weighs a lot.
Absolutely. And still waiting for the countdown. Moon, looking very tense right now. I mean, this is the last finals.
He must be so excited. He started off really bad. The first few games that he played here at WCG, there were so many errors in his play. He lost heroes to creeps, but then suddenly he just got better and better, and he always just got another victory, another win, and got to the finals now, and he's once again at the WCG finals. And I think how much pressure is on him right now.
Yeah, and you know what? That first day was just practice, you know? He was just getting into it again. Second day, he beasted it, and definitely secured his spot in the semifinals.
Yeah, he wants to fulfill that dream of finally being the WCG win. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a random game. We are here at the finals of the WCG 2013 in Kunshan, China. It is Thu versus Moon, and we have an Undead versus Night Elf.
I cannot believe he random Undead.
This is crazy. We have on Twisted Meadows in game number 1 of the best of 3 to the top right, Moon, the Korean player. He never won WCG. He is one of the most successful Warcraft 3 players that ever walked this earth, and he is going up against a Chinese titan. Moon is such an accomplished player. He was in the finals several times. He wants to finally become the champion here, and he is already going, of course, for the Ancient of War creeping. He's up against the player starting to the bottom left in red. This is, of course, Thu, the Chinese player, a random player, a human player, and everyone thought he would go for human here, but he goes for random. He gets Undead here, and we have him in such a crazy matchup on such a great map for
I'm going to be really interested to see what hero Moon chooses, and I honestly think this is the best race he could have random on Twisted Meadows, and he can go right into Gargoyles.
Definitely. And
he can take those islands, he can get huge heroes on this map, and he's going Demon Hunter, so Moon isn't going to have the most optimal hero against Undead.
And this is just going to be such a great game. I cannot wait to that unfold in front of us. This is the last time that we are going to see Warcraft 3 at the big stage here at WCG. Probably the last time that you will ever see it in a big tournament. And right now we already have the Wisp Scout here. This is, to be honest, it's a privilege and an honor to cast it with you, Moonblade.
It's an honor to cast it with you too, Kaldor.
This is history.
It's amazing. I'm so excited to see what happens next. And looks like Moon is going to go for that Ancient War creep on the orange camp and go for pretty much a fast level 2. And Thu's going to scout this base, and he's going to see what's up and maybe try and take a kill with that ghoul. We'll have to see.
Matches like this bring back so many old memories. Back in the days when a coil still did enough damage to just one hit an archer on level 3. Those were the good old days.
They were brutal days.
Yeah, since then a lot has changed on the other hand, and we have our opening heroes, the Demon Hunter of course for Moon, and on the other side we had the Death Knight as the starting hero for Thune. No surprises here, immediately going for those Wisps. A nice save here by Moon, and every single unit counts. They are going to fight for every experience point here, and the Ghoul already hard at work trying to take down a couple of Wisps, while of course the Night Elf player is creeping the camps with the help of the Ancient of War.
Absolutely, you don't want to forget that item here. And a Claws of Attack, a very nice item to begin with. Some extra damage on the Demon Hunter, never a bad thing. And an Unholy Aura first for the Death Knight, because he doesn't. Yeah. He'll just get pretty much. He'll get mana burnt, all his mana. So you might as well start with that aura. Get faster ghouls, faster Death Knight.
The Rod of Necromancy already being used here for the first 2 skeletons. Of course, you have always to be very careful that a Wisp doesn't get in for a detonate. But as Moonblade already mentioned, with the Aura first, you always have just the mobility in the early game. And those mana burns are going to hit you eventually. So a very good choice here by the Undead player, who does actually a lot of work with the Ghoul here. The second kill on the Wisp already, so Moon has to be careful.
There's definitely been a lot of harassment on these Wisps, and I definitely think a couple have gone down that we might not have seen so far.
Of course, in the inventory of the Death Knight, we also have the Dust of Appearance. He wants to have that as soon as night hits. Moon will try to use the Shadow Melt with its archers just to save them if need be, and then that item really comes into play. And I want to give a quick shout out to actually all the old school Warcraft 3 players and viewers out there that have been accompanying this game for like so long and always watched the matches and played it. So a quick shout out to all of you if you have been with this game since 2002, all the more.
Oh, there's been so many great players and so many great memories.
Sweet Saint, one of the legends that we had for Korea, not playing anymore, of course. And near surrounds here on the Demon Hunter. And this is, of course, what we all want to see. Good surrounds by the Undead player. And keep in mind that with that Aura first, he has a pretty good shot at getting one of those surrounds.
Absolutely right. He's looks like he's going to move to the Orange Camp and try and get that level 2 Death Knight up. And probably continue harassment with a bit of skeletons and just make sure he knows where that Demon Hunter is at all times.
Yeah, and the Demon Hunter already, of course, with the Boots of Speed in the inventory. The Staff of Teleportation as well. The Textitude 2 already started for him as well as for his opponent. The Halls of Death going up here. And here we have once again a Crypt Dragon. Here comes the round. He's trying to get it, but not fast enough. The Demon Hunter with the Boots of Speed gets out of the strong.
Immolation!
Immolation skilled, and suddenly Thu is on the run, losing Ghoul number 1, trying to save the rest of them. Moon is moving in with the archers, picking up another one of the units. Here comes the detonate with the Wisp. He gets it!
All 3 skeletons and a third ghoul just about to go down. This is huge for Moon.
Yeah, it definitely is. That hero is doing some work here. Already close to level 3, and Thu still on level 1 with his Death Knight here.
Looks like Moon teleported closer to the unbase to try and catch those ghouls running home.
Hunter's Hall now being built in the main base. We still have the Overseers.
Look at that!
He's blocked by the archers! And here comes the reveal, immediately moving back, of course.
And he might even lose some archers for that, but that was a great effort, and the Demon Hunter gets back in time to stop any sort of creeping, and might even claim a couple more ghouls here.
Yeah, Demon Hunter is already back. Immolation not turned on just yet. Might not have the mana for it. Actually, he does, but doesn't use it. Doesn't want to get cut. Just a couple of hits on those ghouls, and trying to maybe even kill one of them. The archers could turn around any point in time. That's exactly what they do. Trying to go for the focus fire here, and Thu has to be really careful.
Absolutely, and just so much blocking going on in this game so far.
Yeah, but we have the Boots of Speed on the Demon Hunter, so even with the Aura on the Death Knight, that gives the Demon Hunter a bit of an edge here, and he tries to get past it. And once again, here we go, the second hero, he goes for the Naga.
Naga, a great addition at this moment. Can definitely stop that Demon Hunter from doing any more damage to the ghouls.
Yeah. Great block once again. The Frost Arrow, of course, slowing down the first hero of the Night Elf player, and immediately the Death Knight trying to block it front. The Sheep assisting a little bit.
And looks like we're going to go into the Lore Tech, of course, for the Night Elf and for the Undead. Judging by that Naga, will he get this creep?
Yeah, he gets it. Gets the creep, gets the item. A nice effort here by Moon, but doesn't help. And once again, the sheep block. Apparently, Moon wasn't hugging enough trees in the recent past. The sheep turning against him here.
And it's going to be interesting to see what Thu goes into. Looks like it's going to be a fast Citadel and only 1 crypt, so we're not going to see Gargoyles this game. It's going to go into a bit of a fast tier 3 with Fiends and probably a Lich third with an Orb of Destruction.
You definitely want to have that third hero.
Oh
my god, he nearly gets it, but there's Immolation still in play, so it's something that you really want to consider. The Moonwells are close, and immediately the heal here on the Demon Hunter, getting all that Moon Water. Once again, the Undead player trying to pressure. Dui's moving in with another attempt to surround you, but he has to be careful. That Immolation goes off once again. So many of the ghouls are already damaged, and a mana burn on the Naga Steam, which immediately in the focus line on the second hero of the Undead player. And here comes the Death Knight, going for the Demon Hunter. Once again, the heal.
The Panda is out.
Oh, Panda time. The Black Citadel tag is done. And once more, just all that area of effect damage. Moving in, Blender actually, of course, for the Idol player, not for the Undead.
So much damage.
Another breath of fire.
The Demon Hunter.
Demon Hunter! He might get the TP! There is TP forced out! Oh my god.
And the Demon Hunter obviously does not have evasion right now, so he does take 100% of his damage. There's no evading it, no...
Exactly.
Yeah, he's not as tanky as he usually would be at this stage, having both Mana Burn and Immolation.
Exactly, and of course, sorry for that faux pas here. The Panda and Brewmaster is the second hero of Moon, not the third of two, of course. That was the heat of the battle. I just saw a hero and was like, oh my god.
There will be a third hero coming very soon for the Undead player.
Oh, nice block here. The boots are still active, but he has to retreat. First Fiend in the game, nice Immolation being used once more. Might get one of those ghouls. What a great block once again.
My goodness.
But the Anaconda, and she goes down. The hero kill, the potion, and he moves back immediately. Another attempt to block with the ghoul, but the Demon Hunter gets away. He wanted a little bit too much. He wanted to save that ghoul, but he sacrificed the second hero.
Yeah, definitely a bad sacrifice there. You don't want to sacrifice a hero for a ghoul. And it looks like Moon going to continue the aggression as he takes up. We're going to try and block that Death Knight, do a little bit more damage to it. Both.
Death Knight's still on level 1, by the way. He doesn't get experience. A big problem that he has. That kill on the Naga was very, very important for the Night Elf player. He keeps the heroes low of his opponent, gets a lot of XP on his own. Moon is doing a great job here. Double Ancient of Law already in the main base. Attack to the Tree of Eternity. First Dryads also in the picture. That's going to slow down the heroes even more.
It's pretty much going to negate all this aggression that's been happening from the Undead, as Dryads will slow those ghouls and pick them off one by one. And there's no there's no town portal for the Undead, so he has to be very careful. And the Undead triggering the creeps onto the Ancient of War.
Yeah, nice done, really well played. Once again, Immolation here, and this is just such a great usage of this skill by Moon. He's getting so many of the ghouls low, and he's going for that squishy second hero. The Pandaren Brewmaster trying to make his way close as well. The Dryad slowing her down, and the Death Knight is doing the only thing that he can do. He's trying to slow, but one of the Fiends is also exposed. Here comes the Demon Hunter once again with another potion that he's using immediately. Has to back off a little bit. The Breath of Fire goes in. One of the Fiends already low goes down, and now the Naga is exposed. The Demon Hunter is trying to just take down that Death Knight, or at least distract him a little bit. Turning around right now. He has to be careful. There's no town portal. He has to speed. Can he get away? And then comes the Staff of Teleportation.
Staff of Preservation getting triggered. That was perfect. And a second Fiend goes down, and just about every unit of the Night Elf gets away. That was a beautiful engagement by Moon.
Yeah, can use the Staff of Teleportation now to TP back into the battle if he wants to. Just heal himself up back at home, of course. We already have the Druids of the Clawmaster training nearly completed. They're being used. The Rejuvenation on the Demon Hunter, just healing him up to full health. Nice micro by our Night Elf player, Moon, the Korean. He's trying to escape with the Dryad here. The ghouls are getting close, trying to pick it off. Not fast enough on the other hand. And now the triple hero. Here's, of course, the Orb of Corruption, and we also have the Lich as the third hero.
That's right, and these heroes are also low level, and there is still no evasion on that Demon Hunter, so nukes from that Lich and the Frost Nova, Frost Arrow, and soon to be Death Coil is going to do so much damage until creeping actually begins.
Yeah.
And Moon just gets level 3, so he will have level 2 mana burn, which will be very helpful against these heroes.
Yeah, the DK needs his coil on the other hand, and he's still not level 2.
That's right, that's right. He's so close to level 2 now. And Bear Form just about finished researching. And Moon might look to start leveling up that Pandaren Brewmaster.
Level 3 with a Orb of Venom already, and here we have the creep going on for Thua. The player who chose Undead in this game, we have him going straight for that camp, trying to just creep the shop here, going for the Forest Troll Warlord on level 7 and takes it down. The Orb of Corruption doing work here, Boots of Elven Skin. That's going to go on the Naga. At the same time here, another coil hitting home, and we have now the Demon Hunter running in, no immolation just yet, eats an over as well, goes down in hit points, Potion of Less Invulnerability bought at the shop right away, and now he needs to be so careful. He doesn't have a whole lot here. He needs to use those Staff of Perseverance to make sure that all of those Druids are not going down. The Lich is already on the prowl here, not enough mana for
oh my god, so close.
On the double fleet Demon Hunter, The rejuvenation has been cast and Skoya is in the game. Does its magic damage against the heavy armor of the druids. One is down. Level 2 for the Naga. Level 2 for the Vandal Brewmaster. Such an onslaught. The motion is able to be used on the
Death Knight is trapped.
Death Knight is trapped. He can't get out. There's no down on it. He is down. First hero is gone. And Moon retreats with both of his heroes on low HP.
So close to death, so close, and an amazing save and an amazing surround on that Death Knight. Obviously no town portal for the Death Knight, so extremely vulnerable if surrounded.
Both of them just going ham in that fight, and now that Lich exposed, their boots up speed. Where's the coil? He doesn't have the mana. The Lich is dead as well, and Thu is on the run, trying to pressure the Demon Hunter a little bit and forcing him back, but he is being chased hard by the Night Elf player. The Poison Stings of the Dryads doing a lot of work here against those fiends, slowing them down, exposing them to the Night Elf, and here comes that Demon Hunter once again. No potion, no nothing. Staff of Perseverance is being used immediately back at home and back to heal.
It was a beautiful Dryad attacks. Oh, it's teleporting back in. He's not finished yet, but so many fiends have been just picked off from these Dryads, slowing them, and the bears wailing them while the heroes are being microed. And Thu does not have really much of anything anymore.
He's using it so well, just this mobility that Night Elf has, using the Staff of Teleportation, the Staff of Perseverance, just always going with the heroes back to base, healing up, just TPing right into the battle once more. And Moon is doing a beautiful job here. Thu is fighting to the nail, but this is just such an incredible game already.
So many close calls already. It's really amazing and really worthy of a grand final.
That surround on the Death Knight was so epic. At that point in time, it really looked like Moon would lose so much. He was on the run. He was moving back. There was nothing he could do. Suddenly he sees an option. Bam! Goes for the surround.
It was the one perfect move he could have made.
He turns it.
He turns it around completely. And we have a level 2 Death Knight still. I mean, this game has gone on for so long now. We have an almost level 4 Demon Hunter. And the Panda is creeping to level 3 now and expanding at the same time as Moon.
That Panda with the level 2 Breath of Fire is so strong. And of course, on the other hand, we want to see all those heroes of the Undead play on a high level. That we have that nuking going on there. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability now on the Death Knight here. Lich on level 2, DK still 2, not 3. Cannot use the 2 coil. And we have with the Shadow Meld, actually with a invisibility here at the shop, the Demon Hunter on 3, not 4, trying to mess with the creep root of the Undead player.
That's right. Just stalking the Undead, kind of getting an idea where he is. Don't want to be creep jacked while he's trying to do that with the Pandaren Brewmaster. And looks like he wants to try and steal that item, and he does. And it's a clause of attack +6.
It's a claw. That Demon Hunter is just going to crush everything later on. He's going to get so strong. +17 damage already. And we have a nice aura here. That is the perfect aura.
That is a beautiful aura for both the Demon Hunter and the bears.
Yeah, the bears are going to profit from this aura so much. This is going to be epic for them. Vampiric aura. This is great for him.
This is going so well for Moon right now.
It definitely is.
Gust of Appearance going down, but Moon was not close enough for it to trigger on him. Moon actually selling those claws of attack, wanting probably more space for potions to deal with the nukes that are going to come from the Undead soon.
Yeah, and we have also the item going to the Undead player this time. So as you already mentioned here, the Demon Hunter wasn't close enough to get affected by the dust, and of course not close enough to grab the item either. Now we have him still roaming the map, trying to look for an opportunity here. Double statue for the Undead, as you would expect, just healing up those fiends, and the DH is still there. We have the creeping with the Pandaren Brewmaster at the right side of the map, creeping that one expansion, and the Shade is already there. I love it. Sacrificial Pit here for the Undead player, using the Shade, getting the map control like an observer in StarCraft 2. It just gives you so much vision, and it's so important.
Absolutely, and you know, when you make a Sacrificial Pit, that goes straight into the Frostworms.
Yeah. And Frostworms against, of course, the Bear Druids that we have here are going to be great with that magic damage.
Moon gets the Flute of Accuracy, which is a fantastic item for Undead. So that was a great steal, and that's going to definitely hurt.
Moon, with the experience of nearly 12 years of Warcraft 3, he knows exactly what to do here. Moved in with invisibility, stole the second aura. He has double aura right now, just by the items. Takes down another Forest Troll Warlord. The Undead player on the left side of the map, very active, trying to get his heroes high. The level 2 Deathcore is available with a DK being...
Oh, and we saw some Sappers! Sappers have triggered. Two or three Sappers, I can't remember exactly on the trees that don't have the armor upgrade, but that is a huge snipe, and that's definitely going to keep Thu in the game.
That keeps him in the game. You're so right, Moonblade. This was actually exactly what he needed there. If you think about what happened so far, everything got turned around on him. Suddenly 2 of the auras fall into the hands of the Night Elf player, something that doesn't want to happen. Think about what we could see here with the Hilarious Flute of Accuracy actually on the Death Knight. and then just giving the extra damage to the Fiends, to the Lich, to everything that he has.
Absolutely.
That would have been such a big plus for him.
And we almost have a level 5 Pandarian Brewmaster. And he got braces! Braces!
Oh
perfect item to deal with nukes from the undead. You do not want to see that item at all if you are undead.
As an undead player, if you see braces, it reduces the magic damage that a hero has been dealt by the coil Nova that you can actually dish out. So, as an undead, with this composition, you go for nuking. You want to have that death call, that Nova. You want to go for the forked lightning, and you want to pressure those heroes. You want to make sure that they are really vulnerable, that they have always to be on the edge, that they have to carry and invest into potions of healing, potion of vulnerability, that you can force them to TP out, just retreat in the fight. But with the bracers, this is exactly what he needs.
Look at that crowd.
Look at this crowd,
guys. My God.
Look at this amazing crowd here.
That is insane.
Thousands of people lined up to give this game its farewell that it deserves. And here we go.
We're in the main of the undead,
Zeppelin action.
He's killing that gold mine, and I don't think he's going to save it actually.
Yeah, he's trying to, but he doesn't get close enough. Here come the heroes now. There comes the coil immediately. He pressures the Pandarian Broodmaster for the Panda. He has the bracers and he's using them. He can use the TP anytime he wants to. And that gold mine is going down.
Oh my God. And he gets level 5 from it too. I mean, it's perfect situation for Moon now.
Moon is already on 2 bases. He has another tree at the right side of the map. We do not have a second base for the undead player.
Looks like he's expanding twice, Moon.
Not really all that uncommon. And yeah, right. We have another base for Moon already being built at the bottom right of the map at the 5 o'clock starting position.
And Thu's just going to have to, looks like he's going to continue creeping, but he's really going to have to make a play soon. He's going to have to deal with these expansions. He does have a Frostworm now, and that's going to help so much in these fights.
Oh yeah, the Frostworm is so important for him.
Doing AoE slow to anything it hits.
And just the damage alone already that dished out against the burst, it is crazy.
It's insane damage. And it looks like Moon's coming to go cancel that gold mine once again, and that's a beautiful play.
Yeah, moves in, but he's blocked.
But he's
nice.
blocked.
Great SimCity that we see in the main base of the underplayer with the cigarettes.
Bad luck, Moon.
Yeah, that Demon Hunter looks a little bit silly now. Level 4, trying its best, but, well, A for effort. Not much more to be accomplished here. To the main base, we have the first few Hippos.
Yeah, Hippo is going to deal with the Frostworm for sure, and the Destroyers. And it looks like the Pandarian Brewmaster came in and is going to start Breath of Firing the Ziggurats. He really wants to get to that gold mine.
These heroes are just brutal now, and he is nuking the Pandarian Brewmaster because he knows there's a potion of lesser invulnerability on the Demon Hunter, and also the Staff of Preservance on both of them.
Oh, and he gets 2 more Ziggurats, and he's just going to get out.
He gets out with both heroes, 2 Ziggurats killed, and the gold mine.
So much damage done to Thu. There's really no coming back from this. He's really going to have to attack and make a move. Because Moon has 3 gold mines against 0.
He just can't sit there and wait. There are already 3 bases, as you just pointed out, and if you do not make your move right now, when are you going to make it? You need to do something. You need to really crush that main base.
Absolutely, and here we go. He's running through the middle of the map. He knows he's on a time limit now. He needs to do some damage, and Moon knows he's going to be coming, and he's just waiting.
And you know, it's daylight, so the moon wells will be empty really fast. But the problem really being is, with all the items that we already see on the Night Elf player, it's going to be so difficult to pressure them. We have him going straight for the natural, trying to take it out, and all the way up at the front, we have that Frostworm. Here comes the Night Elf player, here comes Moon, the Korean. He goes up against the Chinese. Thu, in this game, the undead player, he has triple hero. The first elimination is with him, and he wants to win this. This is the best of 3. This is the WCG2013 final. And here we go. Those Frostworm is going to have such a hard time keeping alive against those few Arians that we have here for the Night Elf player. Once again, the Fiends using their web here, doing a great job, but the rest of them moving in. Forked Lightning being used. Frost Nova as well. Most of the Hippogriffs from a long way. Terran Stan going to be map number 2.
Oh, this is actually a good human map, so I would be very surprised if Thu doesn't actually pick it this time.
No, you're definitely right. This is a great map for a human player, and he should definitely go for his main race now. But he might surprise us.
Well, I'm always up for a surprise. I mean, another random pick would be pretty cool.
Guys, this crowd here, it is amazing. Coming into the second game in just 1 or 2 seconds. As you can see here, we have our 2 players. And the Chinese commentary is already making sure that the fans are heated up here. The trophy, once again, a massive sword, basically. I want to see Moon lift that all through. I don't really care, but that's going to be hilarious.
I reckon he can. And he'll wield it like a sword.
Yeah, you need to wield that like a sword. You need to go all man mode. Cheers. But it has been a good time.
It's been 10 years. That's a pretty good time, in my opinion.
It's been a long, long time, and it has been a pleasure.
Absolutely, and we're not going to see a Tavern Hero at all from Moon. It's going to be a straight up, most likely a Demon Hunter, possibly a Warden.
Yep.
Moon, not shy to go Warden, try and deny that expansion with heavy tier 1, lots of Huntress. But we'll wait and see what he chooses.
Yeah, we saw a couple of Warden games actually, mostly against Undead, but on this map in particular, and it was crazy, especially Lucifer. It's probably still nightmares of what happened back then. But now we have the Ancient of War completed. You want to creep that camp at the bottom right with the help of the Ancient.
Definitely one of the harder creep camps to expand to. If you get creep jacked in here, you can take a lot of damage. But Moon not really jumping on any sort of harassment just yet, just creeping safely.
Yeah, with the items, not a lot of luck for the Archmage here. Thu is a bit unlucky. He gets 2 agility items. He gets the Boots of Element skin, and basically only items that boost his agility on a hero that is mainly relying on intelligence. So that is definitely a little bit tricky for him. He would have loved to see a few other items drop at those 2 creep spots, but that was not the case. At this point, I'm at the top right with the Demon Hunter, trying to get that level 3 on the DH, and of course also establish himself a second base on his own.
That's right, and those Troll Berserkers do insane damage for like a level 1 unit.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, they are so valuable, especially in the early stages of the game, and he will try to put them to some good use. We already have the Town Hall build now for the... Actually, no, we don't.
It's a lumber mill.
We have the lumber mill. He's not going for the Town Hall
just yet.
Must
have really sacrificed a lot of peasants to get that base up and cut out on the lumber.
Yeah, goes for the lumber now instead, but has the opportunity to throw on the Town Hall anytime he wants to. But we have the Night Elf player cross again. The Staff of Teleportation being bought by the Demon Hunter on the main shop. Not really an opportunity for Moon to go in here at the natural and do something.
He finds him, and if he can kill that Shredder, that's huge. But it looks like he's going to go for some cheap kills, kill the Footman.
Yeah, goes in and tries to pressure that Archmage. And keep in mind, the rest of the army is moving in. He will force the town portal.
Yeah, and he's going to get out safely, but that is a town portal.
Might get, gets the water elemental. That's more experience for the Demon Hunter. Really important here. Every unit counts in Warcraft 3.
Absolutely, absolutely. Getting to that level 6 is definitely a game changer.
Opportunities here, taking down a farm or 2. Here comes the Staff of Teleportation being used on the map. And the Demon Hunter tried to get a bit more XP, but the summoning duration for the water elemental was already at an end.
That's right, and Moon just kind of running in between these bases with his army, seeing what he can pick off. And the Pandarian Brewmaster second, which is an excellent choice against human.
Yeah, definitely. You have so many squishy units in the arsenal of the human race. So right now, a Panda with the area of effect damage is going to do a whole lot.
Oh wow, we got the Shredder in the middle of nowhere right now. And there is a Zeppelin.
Oh, nice save with a Zeppelin here. Really
going to depend on the army composition he's going for right now.
Yeah, we have the first few Dryads in the game, and that's going to do a number on all those Footmen. That's why we see the Town Portal immediately being used here. Only 1 Footman goes down.
That's right.
And once again, great use of the defend upgrade that he got here. Of course, it slows you down, but in this case, it doesn't really matter since the poison is going to slow you down anyways. You just want to make sure that you survive until the town portal is being used.
Absolutely, and I'm fairly certain Dryads will kill themselves before they kill a Footman with the
first few Footmen are already down. That Demon Hunter is getting a little bit overexcited here, moving in with another Monument against the Sorceress. Gets the slow anyways, but we have the Anti-Magic Shell. He's moving in, he's trying to go for the second hero, taking down that mortar.
Oh, he's getting the mortar. If he gets the mortar, that's a huge kill, and while this is happening, Moon's army is killing those towers, and he can absolutely not let those towers go up, or it just becomes an impossible situation to defend that.
Exactly. There is so much pressure suddenly up against you if those towers go up, but he also has his own Ancient Protector sitting right at Zeppelin action once again. Another creep camp spotted by the human player, wants to get that extra experience.
Oh, and
Flares
a flare goes used. He's going to have to be very careful with that Zeppelin. You don't want to get that shot down over trees.
Oh yeah, if that Zeppelin goes down over the trees and you lose all those units, then it's basically lights out.
100%. And Moon kind of just sitting back. He's really going to have to make a move soon, whether it's going to be creep some more, get that Panda up, or stop these towers going up. Looks like his Panda's going straight in. And that's just a devastating hero loss right now. And I think for sure he's going to lose this expansion at the very least. Moon buying back his hero, spending a whole lot of money.
He needs to. He has no other choice. He does not have the time to simply revive it in the altar. And now he's cut off from his expansion. He has at the bottom left another Tree of Life setup though. I was talking about him creeping it during the fight a little bit earlier, but he's still on the run. Losing another Druid of the Warrior. No, he actually saves it. Well done.
But what is Moon going to do now? Is he actually going to try and defend this base?
It looks like it, doesn't it? He's trying to move in apparently that his opponent has. And we could see another base for Thua at any point, but he's trying to just push it right now, trying to end that game, trying to put the Night Elf in a spot where he cannot recover. He has the Blood Mage only on level 2, trying to drain the mana from the Pandarian Brewmaster. That's going to be such an important thing in the next battle. He needs to shut down the level 2 Breath of Fire.
Absolutely. And if we saw some Fairy Dragons, we see one which is going to be very helpful if he gets into a good position to hack around.
It's absolutely insane. 3 screens here on the main stage currently, watching the creep going down and watching more and more experience being gathered on the Dark Mage and the Blood Mage. And this is exactly what Moon does not like. 2 scrolls of healing in the inventory. We have the Blood Mage with an aura. He actually got the Vampiric aura here from the creep spot.
Not so useful for human with this army, but I'm sure Moon is wishing he had that.
It's good to deny it to the
Absolutely.
He takes this game, he will force game number 3. A level 4 Blood Mage already at his disposal. The Archmage on the other hand with the Brilliance Aura, just making sure that there's enough mana for all of those casters to do their job. He's moving in, the Demon Hunter, not even level 5. Here comes the focus, using one of the potions immediately. Here comes the staff, he's just trying to save it. Drag it out a little bit longer, but the shop is gone. And so will the production buildings of Moon. The Korean player is on the ropes here. And another flame.
You know, 10 years and he hadn't claimed 1 title. Being so good at the race.
Yeah.
At the 5th race. So
his
good.
nickname says it all. He's the 5th race. People call him the 5th race because he was so unbelievably good that people said, like, he plays a race on his own. He's in a completely different league than anybody else. And he has never won WCG. Right side of the map. It is Moon, an iconic player, the 5th race. And this is just going to be epic.
This is going to be an amazing game. And I'm glad we saw Human picked.
Yeah.
For the final game. Thu looking much stronger in his main race.
Yeah, he definitely
No surprise there.
He played a great game on Terran Stand. And right now
Moon going for a bit of a risky Ancient of Works creep.
Yeah, at the Mercenary Camp. He puts the Ancient of War right at the Mercenary Camp and wants to creep it here.
I think they're going to try and get the... Thu gets the Priest that Moon wanted.
Yeah.
And but it's going to die, so it's a bit of a waste of money. Anyway.
Takes it down, but no experience here.
No
experience for the Warden. It was a creep that took down the Priest.
That's right, and the Warden is taking damage right now, and he doesn't have any extra units to kind of deal with these creeps.
This is a bit of an awkward start.
At the same time, we see Militia running across the map.
Oh, Militia coming in. We are going to see the tower rush here. We have 8 gods.
He's taken so much damage, he's not going to be able to heal the full. How is he going to deal with this? I mean, he does have a Ring of Regeneration, which is going to help a little bit, but those towers are getting up.
The Geomancer is still attacking the Ancient of War. He has to repair that as well. Another Shadow Strike moves in, takes down the Footman. Can he hold somehow miraculously? 2 of the towers will be up in just a few seconds. Surround! He gets the surround!
He gets the surround on the Tinker.
The Shadow Meld is blocking the Tinker! That Tinker is going to go down!
But will that Tinker give these towers enough time? And it will! These towers are going up regardless, and this is terrible.
And they are in range of attacking the Warden.
Oh my god, it's in range of attacking the Warden.
Oh god,
this
and
could not be
losing
worse.
more points. Here come the 2 Footmen. The Footmen are moving in. He's getting the Tinker, the Shadow Strike, and bye-bye Brazil.
He gets the factory down!
He gets another factory. It could not be worse for Moon. The factory is there. The Tinker kill was great, but he took so much damage and he's still not level 3.
So much damage. He's never going to be at full hit points again, and he needs to find a way to stop these towers from getting up, from getting any closer to that Tree of Life.
Oh god, Moon, the eternal second.
And these factory units can explode next to the Shadow Melded Archers and do damage, so one just perished to that, which is...
He's trying to save his Moonwall. He needs to save them somehow, but he can't. There are too many Footmen already. We have the factory still doing its job, and now the Wisp on the next target. The Warden is just trying to get somehow the experience. If the Warden gets high, then she gets out of control, but he doesn't have the time. 3 of the towers are already ready. 2 more are being built. So many units. The Mercenary Camp once again being used by the Idle player, just trying to get the army in here that he needs. He doesn't have too many Ancient of Wars, only 1, so he needs to resort to those neutral units. A Footman goes down to the Shadow Strike, but that Warden will need so many more kills to get level 3, and look at those turrets.
That's right. And unfortunately, Shadow Strike cannot kill turrets, so Moon is actually going to have to find a way to deal with them, or just simply move his Tree of Life.
Is he expanding? Does he want to go creep at the bottom right?
He's thinking about it.
Tree of Life? He's definitely thinking about it, but
and
can you make it happen?
This thing is going the wrong way, I think. He's running right towards his Warden. This could be a big mistake unless Moon starts creeping, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. And he's got Defend now!
Oh god, he has Defend as well.
Even worse.
He's moving in. Here comes the Tinker. The Warden does not have a lot of mana left for Shadow Strikes here. She's trying though. 2 more turrets going up. The Archer's trying to prevent the burst. But we have, of course, the power repair by all those peasants still available, and that's exactly what he uses with only 2 archers. There's not a lot that he can do, and he's in range of the turrets, and he doesn't realize it. The turret goes up through 4 towers right now. Factory going down, getting a little bit more experience for the first hero.
Yeah.
He's trying, he's desperate, but even with a level 3, can he really change it?
There's nothing you can really do at this point. I mean, these towers are getting up, and Moon's not stopping them, and they're actually in range of the Tree of Life now, and these footmen are going to town.
Everything was just going wrong at the beginning. He lost so many hit points already on the warden. A nice choice here for the human player to cancel the Mountain King, who was a good choice to go into the warden in the first place, but then he saw his chance when he got so much hit points taken off the warden, and he immediately goes for a Tinker instead. Cancel the Mountain King, Tinker first, bam, into the main base with the militia, going for turrets, and here they are. Can he get an expansion up at the bottom right and hold long enough to just somehow get his warden up, survive, and do the damage to the human player?
It would be an amazing comeback if he could do such a thing.
He's so far behind.
He is so far, and there goes the expansion right now, but, I mean, Thu has a new base, essentially. He's got a towered up base, he can expand and play it from there, and he's still going to be ahead.
Yeah, there come those footmen trying to take down the Wisps to make sure that there's no repair on the Tree of Life. A few units trying at least to cancel the Arcane Vault here, making sure that the human player doesn't get access to the secret, to the shop. And now we have the Warren going to town on that Tinker, trying to, but she has the mana. Does she have the time to land another Shadow Strike? She doesn't want to go in the middle of those 5 towers. He needs to be careful. He's leeching out the last bit of mana
he's
from the
taking so much damage, and he just does not have Moonwells to heal with. All he has really is that Troll Priest, and we're not entirely sure how much mana it has.
He has a ring. The ring is going to help him.
The ring is going to help definitely, but oh, and
level 2 on the Tinker now. Oh my god, this is looking bad, guys. This is looking really bad for Moon. He's trying, he's doing what he can, moving in again. He wants to creep, he has the level 3, he needs to get that warden out of control to make sure that he has a chance, a fighting chance, to come back into this game. Double gloves of haste entering. The Tree of Life is not done just yet, but of course, Thu knows at this point what he's going to do. He knows what he's up to, so he's building that second base. He's playing it safe right now.
He has an incredibly fortified second base, and he can just go into a normal game from here. I mean, he does have a Tinker, which isn't the most ideal hero to have first.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'll matter at this point. His army is just going to be simply too big, and yeah. He's just so ahead right now.
He's just, he has to turn a little bit at this point, just making sure that he does get that second base up, that he does get the better economy, gets his tech as well. And of course, on the other hand, we have for the Night Elf player only one option, going for the aggression, trying to creep, trying to control the map, get those experience points on the warden. And he's moving in with this, taking down one more footman, going for another Shadow Strike, defend being used here. Moon has to be careful, and he's fighting tooth and nail. He wants this title, but it's looking grim.
It's looking so grim. And that expansion is finally finished now, but he still has to go to find the Wisps to man it. He does have a lot of money saved up. And Thu just buying time with his footmen. And it looks like he's either going to expand or he's going to creep. Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see where these militia go.
He's moving to the bottom left right now. Could set up another base here. And of course, Moon, he had 17 supply, is just trying to get his income up again.
That's right, and looks like he's going to creep the mercenary camp, which is not a bad idea. Getting that Tinker up, getting to level 3, and getting that next level of factory is going to do a lot of damage, a lot of potential harassment. And he might even go for a follow-up with another tower rush.
Yeah, could also now go just to get the item. That's going to help him a little bit too. Another footman goes down, the warden on the way to the left side of the map.
Very helpful item against a warden that's going to try and kill him.
It's awesome for him right now. Parry for vitality.
I don't think it could have been a better item, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know what would have been better than that. It just makes sure that Tinker has a bit more survivability, and that's exactly what he needs.
Absolutely. And looks like he's going to start buying some mercenaries, and he might actually want to just try and close this out with another tower push.
Tower attack, yeah. We have 20 supply against just 40 at this point. An attack on the Entangled Gold Mine. Those footmen are not going to survive for much longer, but the one which level does you have right now? Should still be on level 3, trying to get that level 4. Our level 5 would be great, level 6 would be perfect,
that would
but
be
he needs a
level
lot of time.
Level 6 would be the game changer, I believe.
Yeah, he needs a lot of time to make that happen, and he needs to somehow defend against the next push of his opponent, and this is going to be the breaking point.
It's going to be the breaking point. And looks like a level 3 Tinker just roaming around. Does have a staff teleportation, which will get him out of some sticky situations against that Shadow Strike.
Yeah, and he's moving in, and he's getting the rest of the army as well, so he might just go for it.
Looks like he's going to deal with some Moonwells, and I mean, it's not a bad idea. And he does find Moon's small army roaming the map, and he's going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah, the Ancient of War is going to help out a little bit, so he needs to be careful. Thu is trying to just get those units, and he gets the Shadow Priest, and that was huge.
Berserker was almost trapped there. That would have been a huge kill.
Also, another Archer going down, so here comes the Warden, and that will give a level 4.
He'll give her level 4, but she's going to take way too much damage for it.
Yeah, he can't really wait long enough. He does want to get those 2-3 additional hits, but he doesn't really have the time moving in once again.
He just doesn't have the healing for it anymore. He just has no Moonwells left.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Picks off the 4-star Shadow Priest. Yeah, that was an important one. That's the level 4, but hit points are the issue, and mana. He doesn't really have a lot, and that's the factory right next to the Tree of Life, basically. We have one Ancient of War not doing anything, just looking pretty. Not committing anything to this fight, not moving in, not trying to close the distance, and at the same time, Moon is just desperate.
That's right. He's very desperate, and he needs these Ancient of War up, but it looks like they're just going to be denied. And Moon getting some more mercenaries. Desperation right now.
What else can he do? There's not anything else that he
just doesn't have anything to produce units at all, so he has to turn to the mercenaries.
There's no tech, no choice for a second hero, and even if there was, the question is, would he really take it or just try to get the war now?
And there's just so many units, and a second factory goes up, and that's just going to be way too much. And GG!
And through is the WCG champion 2013. Moon
misses out again.
Once again, only second place.
It's tragic.
Tragic figure in Warcraft 3, one of the best players, a lot say the best player in the world for a long time, and he never won WCG.
I'd safely say that, and it's a damn shame, but a Chinese player winning in China in the very last tournament of WCG for Warcraft 3, you know, it's a perfect way to go.
An incredible series. Moon looked so strong after game number 1, but then Thu just turns around, picks Human twice.
Picks
his
Human.
main race.
And Tower Rushes. Tower Rushes on the final map. Yeah. Didn't I say that before the game?
Echo
I
Elves.
feel so smart right now.
Echo Elves, let's wear that. And there's the champion.
There's the Chinese champion, Thu.
To be quite honest, there are more Moon signs in that code than Thu signs.
That's true. That just shows how much of a legend Moon is.
I feel a little bit bad, to be quite honest with you, for Thu at this point. I mean, he played a really great tournament, and he's not in a position where he won in his home country, and I'm definitely sure that the applause would have been much bigger for Moon if he would have won it.
That's true.
We were talking to a lot of people here, and they all said that Moon is just such a legend here in China. He's on top of things with Sky, but it is Thu, and he deserves it as well.
He does. He's an amazing player, and he played so strong throughout this whole tournament.
I would love to see Moon on the stage now too, but he must be crushed at this point.
I think he would truly be crushed at this point.
He had such an amazing run. He was starting off very weak into the tournament, and then he improved constantly. He was able to take the semi-final, and he dominated his opponent. He played so well, so strong.
Absolutely.
Came into the final, and with such momentum. Now he's here, and he was once again not able to crunch out a victory. It is Thu. He is the champion, the Chinese player, able to beat the Korean here, taking the best of 3 series with a 2-1.
An interview going on, not entirely sure what he's saying.
I actually think this is it for us, guys, so thank you very much for tuning in. I'm Carlo, with me is Moonglade.
Thank you, guys.
It was a pleasure to cast those games for you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure that you stay on stream to watch StarCraft, League of Legends, and all the other finals that we have going on today. And we're going to see you next time, so have a good one, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I love Warcraft.
Because this is a part of his life that he's been waiting for. There was a point where one time in his life, he gave up on Warcraft 3. But then he came back, and he had no idea that he would actually win the World Cyber Game. So it's a dream come true.
今年我们都知道是魔兽争霸3的最后一年的比赛了。那在最后一年的比赛上拿走最后一个冠军，现在要对大家说什么呢？
我觉得虽然 WCG 就魔兽上已经入幕了，但是对我来说，我可能还会继续坚持魔兽吧，直到完全没有任何比赛。
That's right. So he said, even though Warcraft 3 is going to come to an end this year in the WCG, but he is going to continue to play the game, respect the game, and keep its spirit going on forever. Woo!
我们知道这也是你第1次进入到全球总决赛的 WCG 比赛，就直接拿到了冠军。那总结一下今年的表现好吗？
今年的话，上半年的话可以说发挥就是很不顺吧，然后就是最近几个月就是3个月前我开始恢复一个高强度的练习，大概是每天10小时左右的练习，然后 所有比赛都很顺吧，连续就是2个线下大赛，加上这个第3个都很顺，就可能就是这种是坚持还有努力换来的成果吧。
So, with all this time over the year, he's been practicing a lot. Sometimes he's putting in 4 hours a day training for this event. And he'd like to think the other contestants here are really amazing. I mean, the people he's been up against are almost like legends. So he'd like to pay his respect to his opponents who have been absolutely unreal. And thank you for the competitiveness.
好的，那现在趁现在全场有几万粉丝面前，最后对大家说句话好吗？
谢谢大家的支持啊！然后今天我很荣幸可以就是取得胜利的，然后为国家争得这个冠军。
Thank you to everyone for your support, and he's very honoured today to have this event in his pocket. So thank you very much. Your support is all he needs.
好的，让我们再次恭喜本届魔兽争霸3的冠军 TH000 黄晓。
Let's hear it for this year's champion, TH000. Okay.你的对手真的是一个非常强的，他已经有一个无数的人在支持他。你有没有什么话要跟他说？
就是其实对我来说，这次的话就是冠军的话，哪怕是他的话，我也会觉得 OK 的，因为我真的很希望我能跟他在决赛中相碰，然后这个愿望实现。现在的话虽然获胜的人是我，我希望他就是不要太伤心吧，我希望他会一切好起来。
So he says to Moon, actually, because he's been following him for quite some time, so if Moon was the winner of today, he would also be extremely happy. It was actually his dream to be able to come up against Moon, so for him, that was also a small milestone. And for him to come out as the winner, of course, he's happy, but he really has a lot of respect for Moon.
好的，让我们再一次把掌声送给000，以及送给带给我们同样精彩表现的 Moon。
But now, we have another issue. Warcraft 3, we all know, is going to come to an end.
今年对于我们的所有粉丝和选手来说是特别伤感的一年，因为魔兽争霸3的比赛将在今年与我们真正的告别了。
So to pay our respects for this game loved by millions, we've dedicated this session to the memory of Warcraft 3.
为了报答成千上万粉丝对这个游戏的热爱，我们特别安排了这一环节来纪念我们的魔兽争霸3。
So, do you want to see our heroes? You want to see them?
现在有请我们所有来到魔兽争霸3总决赛的英雄们登台。
Let's get them on stage! So, before we start, let's take a look at the big screen.
让我们一起在仪式开始之前来看大屏幕。
给上线，给上线，给上线。
Hi everyone. On behalf of everyone at Blizzard Entertainment and especially the Warcraft 3 development team, I just want to say thank you for many years of support for playing and enjoying Warcraft 3. And it's amazing, you know, Warcraft 3 came out 11 years ago and here we are celebrating so many awesome games and so many great memories. So thank you very much for coming out and supporting World Cyber Games, and I hope to see you on Battle.net.
In 2003, Warcraft 3 was selected to be in the WCG, and it has been with us for 11 years.
魔兽争霸3自2003年被选入 WCG 正式比赛以来，已经与我们共同经历了11年的岁月。
11 years is not a long time. It's long enough to see a boy grow into a man.
11年并不是一个很短的数字。 它足够见证了每一个男孩蜕变成为一个真正的男人。
Every time shedding tears of joy for the hero's success and shedding tears of sadness for their failures.
每一次我们为心中的偶像的胜利而欢呼，为他们的失败而哭泣。
It is not only a game that changed the world of e-sport, but also the lives of those that play it.
国3不仅改变了电子竞技的历史，它更承载了许多的梦想。它是所有国3爱好者青春的全部记忆。
That's right. It is the record of the bittersweet memories of Warcraft 3 fans. And now we have to say goodbye to those old days.
然而现在我们不得不与它挥手告别。
In order to commemorate the Warcraft 3 11 years history with us, we will present a very unique award to our Warcraft 3 heroes.
为了纪念国3与我们一同走过的11年，我们将赠予我们所有的英雄们一个值得珍藏的奖励。
And now, please welcome the CEO of WCG, Mr. Brad Lee, to the stage.
现在我们有请 WCG 总经理李秀莹先生登台，有请。
So now, Mr. Bradley is going to present special rings to our Warcraft 3 heroes.
为了纪念这最后的一年 ，Bradley 先生将为我们颁发纪念指环，给予魔兽争霸3的各位英雄们。
So let's see the rings. From this angle, they are amazing. Let's hear it for our heroes!
让我们的英雄们欢呼吧
Our real heroes. And now, it is time for the WCG to present the award to the world champion.
现在 WCG 将颁发特制的魔兽争霸3奖杯，给最后一届比赛的冠军。
We leave this time to capture the moment and soak it in. Enjoy this moment.
现在有请 Bradley 先生和 TH000共同在奖杯前合影。
So let's all go together for a group photo. Everyone in close for a group photo. Congratulations to our heroes! Let's hear it for one more time!
祝贺 TH000！ 现在请我们所有的War3的英雄们，我们聚在一起，共同来记录这一值得纪念的时刻。
Thank you so much to our heroes. Thank you to Mr. Bradley, and you may go back and savor this moment.
好的，谢谢各位，谢谢李秀莹先生。现在请各位可以到台下休息。让我们再次用欢呼声欢送他们，好吗？
Say one word to the crowd.
안녕하세요. 이렇게 많이 찾아와 주셔서 정말 감사드리고 이번에 워크래프트가 마지막이긴 하지만 여러분 모두에게 좋은 추억과 좋은 기억들이 많이 남았으면 좋겠습니다. 예, 감사합니다.
Okay, so give a kiss goodbye to your crowds. Thank you very much, Moon.
谢谢 Moon。
刚才这一趴没有写在我们的剧本里，但是我觉得不得不让他跟你们说几句，对不对 ？So now we go to begin Warcraft3. It will never be the same without it. In the distant future,